So, guys, you are welcome to this live session. You can see the headline we have for tonight that these bad guys went to the Nigerian military base in Borno State and dealt with the Nigerian military. You need to see the video on Twitter. I didn't want to bring that video here because YouTube might not like it, It's not everything that YouTube accommodates on its platform, but I tell you, the situation is bad. I mean, the situation is very bad. Now, this headline says Boko Haram reportedly invades military base in Borno, and guess what? They bite those that they will buy. You need to see the photo of the military men that lost their lives during this attack is something you will not even want to watch. I mean, you will not want to watch it. I will take you to Twitter so that let me see if it's something we can manage to take a look at. But YouTube is a very sensitive platform that does not allow some of those kind of images. Now, Nigerians have been saying it that for the fact that the Nigerian military keeps releasing some of these Boko Haram members in the name of they've repented, and we were told that some of them are even taken into the military and all that. It is a very bad strategy. I mean, no matter how they try to use it to ward them so that they will drop arms, I don't think it's working at the moment. The Nigerian military have to at least try to rejig their strategy. This thing is not working. I mean, it's not working. So these people just laid ambush. This is not even an ambush. They invaded this military base in Borno State, and they killed so many of them. This is bad. We are living in a country where people have been raising alarm. Even the Borno State governor raised an alarm recently about, what is happening in Borno State. But some of the people in this government, they came out to say nothing is happening, everything is fine. Do you know how many times these Boko Haram members have invaded the military base in Borno State recently? Do you know how many times? This is like a constant occurrence. It's really happening all the time. There is this video which I played yesterday. I'm still going to play it to you guys before we go to Twitter so that we take a look at some of the reactions Nigerians are reacting. And because this is a new headline, this attack is a recent one. Possibly it happened today because this headline just came out like 2-3 hours ago. And it's not looking good at all. The videos are there on Twitter and people have been reacting. Now, tell me, is there any Nigerian that will see this and will want to join the military? I mean, is there any person that will see this? Are there parents that will see this and will want their children to join the military? People have been raising alarm that Boko Haram has sophisticated weapons. Yesterday, I played those clips. I'm equally going to play them now, and we are going to go to Twitter to take a look at some of the reactions coming from Nigeria. Just take a look at this.
Is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the few I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire on the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans because of their inability to take things serious to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth. They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand. But unfortunately, they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday and came back on Sunday. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we shouldn't be complacent with this. I align with Honorable Gaddi by saying that we should do our own needful by doing the proper oversight of money expended, because between 2015 to 2019, Nigerian government spent 19-point-something trillion naira on security issues. I have the
from Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, you will only understand the heaviness of the content of this motion if we are privileged to see the picture of what Boko Haram did to Giwa barracks and other attacks within military formations in Borno State. Mr. Speaker, the pictures I saw, I am scared. I am scared whether the safety of the Nigerian civilians within the Nigerian territorial land can be guaranteed. Mr. Speaker, we budgeted for money, arms and ammunition, tanks numbering more than 40, including other platforms that belongs to the Nigerian military that is aimed at safeguarding our people, have been taken away worth trillions of naira by Boko Haram. How can we guarantee the safety of the Nigerian people in the circumstance that the platform that are meant to protect these people have been taken away by the enemies of the people? Mr. Speaker, we have been doing our best under your leadership. The National Assembly have been speaking on issues of insecurity. But Mr. Speaker, actions by departments of government must be taken. Mr. President must hold Nigerian military strategic commandants and other head of security agencies accountable for negligence of their responsibility. In as much as we appreciate, Mr. Speaker, the security agencies for putting their life at the front line to protect Nigerians, to make sure Nigerians sleep, we must hold somebody accountable that taxpayers' money used to buy guns, used to buy other platform for Nigerian military to fight, will be compromised and be donated like a form of free of charge to the enemies of this country. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable.
That we never wanted it to be with. Watch this video and know what I'm talking about. Now listen to me very carefully. If care is not taken, Nigeria may lose democracy to bandits and Boko Haram. If Boko Haram could cut away military hardware in Maiduguri worth trillions of naira, then one day democracy may be a thing of the past and we may end up like the state of Afghanistan.
So guys, you've heard what this guy just said. The statement he made in that video was as a result of the last attack by Boko Haram on a military base in Borno State, and they carted away with so many military hardwares, and people were like saying that the worth of those weapons that they took with them is much. Now, you listen to the lawmakers, they said Boko Haram is using sophisticated drones. They have so many weapons that the Nigerian military does not even have. And in addition to what they already have, they will invade the Nigerian military base and still cut away with what the Nigerian military has with them. So a whole lot is happening. Now, this headline again broke today, saying Boko Haram attacks military base in Borno by soldiers. Can you see that? By soldiers. It's not as if this time they just came and it was weapon. No, they ended up taking away the lives of many soldiers. Now, I'm going to share the screen with you so that you see some of the things there on Twitter. But honestly, this is not really looking good at all. The image of this country is being dented by insecurity. I mean, this is the biggest challenge we have as a country. And it's so sad that, our leaders do not even care. They don't care. The leaders don't care, and it's affecting us as a country. This image you see now that is blurred is part of it, where the slain soldiers were being displayed. I'm not going to open this, but there's another one I would like you to see. This one is already covered, except if I insist I want to watch it. There's a place there to click and then we'll watch it, but I don't think YouTube will appreciate that on their platform. So now this headline says Nigerian soldiers erupted in cry. You need to see them crying. I personally watched this video that is blurred, but I don't want to open it because I'm on the YouTube platform. Now it says Nigerian soldiers erupted in cries of alarm as Boko Haram launched an attack on their base in Mate, local government area of Borno State, earlier this morning. Regrettably, numerous soldiers lost their lives, while several others were captured and sustained injuries, oh my God, during the assault. So guys, you need to see what I saw in this clip that I don't want to open. Some of them that are already slain were in chains. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? I just feel like weeping for these people because I cannot understand what is happening in this country. You need to see these soldiers. They were in chains. Boko Haram just made a mess of them. They were in chains before they were tied. You see them, their bodies lying with blood everywhere, and they were in chains. Can you imagine to that extent? I don't really know why the Nigerian military is not sensitive, because this attack has been happening recently on a constant basis. Is it that they cannot re-strategize? Don't they have camera? Don't they have intelligence? What is happening in this country? How can we be losing our young soldiers? And you need to see the people they fight, young people. Young people. Now, oh my God, a whole lot is happening. I can't just believe what is happening in this country. Why do we even have these leaders that don't think, that are not creative? You have a challenge. That challenge keep reoccurring. You don't sit down to ask yourself, which other strategy do we adopt to stop this thing from reoccurring? And then it just keep reoccurring as if we are not dealing with human beings that think. I still can't understand it, honestly. It pains my heart looking at how people's children are just being pied. Do you know how, just check this year alone, do you know how many times they've invaded this military base in Borno State? It might not be the same military base, but what I'm trying to say, do you know how many times Boko Haram has invaded a military base, especially in this Borno State? And then we don't still come up with a strategy and better intelligence to know when they are going to strike. Okay, let me even shock you. There was this video I shared on my YouTube channel where a military guy was testifying, on a radio station, and he was saying that he was shot by his fellow military man, that because he's a sniper. A sniper means he has been trained to be able to aim at these Boko Haram fighters, and he will get them very well. So he was really buying them. But a military man shot at him and told him to stop killing Boko Haram members. So you find out that these Boko Haram people, they have their members in the military, and possibly they are the ones giving them intelligence, because you can't tell me that they came today and caught you unprepared. Tomorrow they come again, they caught you unprepared. Next tomorrow they come again, they caught you unprepared. It is so sad to see all this happening in our country, honestly. So the question remains, why is it that there's no intelligence on, telling Nigerians that these things, or telling the military that this thing is going to happen? Now, the first speaker that spoke in those two clips that I played is this lawmaker from Borno State. This man has always been lamenting, and that is the same thing he's saying here. Listen, I don't know if you can.
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. There were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discover an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you? There's nothing wrong in that. So I'm sorry if people are saying that National Assembly is not doing the needful, National Assembly is not providing the enabling laws. We have provided all the enabling laws. The enforcement of such laws is not ours. If government is not ready to implement, there is no way we can compel government. The only thing we can advise government. If government refuses to do, there is no way you can force them, because they have the machineries for implementation. You do not have.
So, guys, that's one of the lawmakers from Borno State, and you heard him clearly that they got these machineries, but you know, that was during Jonathan. Now they don't want to bring them. These are people that can really know what is happening, and they can kind of checkmate the excesses of these Boko Haram fighters. But now we don't have them on ground, and they are just buying the military men. We don't even have enough personnel. You heard in that video, he made mention of it, that we don't have enough personnel. We don't have sophisticated weapons. Boko Haram has enough number of people, and they also have sophisticated weapons because they are having funding that the Nigerian state still claim they cannot stop. That's the most funniest thing. Now, the names of those sponsoring Boko Haram that was brought to Nigeria, Nigeria refused to prosecute them, you know, and now see what is happening in this country. The governor of Borno State said they've released 300,000 Boko Haram fighters, those that they granted pardon and forgiveness and reintroduced them back into the society. Can you imagine? 300,000. Just Google it now. You will see 300 that we have inside the society. Those ones are already an agent on ground for them, you know? Okay, now this is also happening in Benue State. 23 people by today in in 4 local governments in Benue State. So we are fighting Boko Haram, we are fighting bandits, we are fighting Lukarawa, we are fighting Mamuda, we are fighting ISWAP, we are fighting all kinds of things. And you find out that the Nigerian military is busy in the southeast looking for IPOB members, and the challenges in the north is worsening. That's even the irony of all this. You know, the AIG recently came out. You can Google this, and he said, I'm going to flush out all the IPOB hideouts in the southeast. This is a recent headline, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks ago. The AIG, I think that's the Assistant Inspector General of Police, that he's going to flush out the IPOB. IPOB is your center of focus while terrorists are running down the country. So, guys, a whole lot is happening. See, these people have been asked to vacate their communities. They are running away because this attack happened, I think, early hours of today, and 23 people were killed. And each time the media comes out to tell you 23, it was actually more than that, because most times even the missing persons will not be accounted for, and the actual people that were killed, the number will not really be what is supposed to be. So see people vacating their houses because of this one is even Fulani headers. The Tinubu's government cannot give martial out order that will make these people to just go and rest. Now, this is a video. This is another video of this attack that I talked about. Let's see what this person wrote, and you try to watch the video. And he said, Nigerian soldiers cried out as Boko Haram attacked their base in Mate, local government of Borno State. Earlier this morning, many soldiers were killed, while several others were captured and injured during the attack. You need to see The other one I didn't show you guys, but let me see if you can. Let me see if I can widen this so that this is even the level of the damage, you know, in the military base. I'm just like wondering what kind of structure is this? Could this be a military base? Why is it that we are not even building, you know, modern environment for these military men? I mean, a whole lot, eh? And if they tell you the amount of money that is being channeled into security, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. Honestly, see them sitting down in frustration and all that. Honestly, it's really, really so sad. I wish I could open the other video just for you to see what is happening in that video. You need to see the Nigerian military men lying down with their hands chained. When I saw that image, I said, no, this is not even, this is not supposed to be seen, you know, with human eyes. I mean, your military men chained by these Boko Haram people, and they just spy them like that. Just spy them like that. Unbelievable. The same headline is captured here by this from Vanguard newspaper saying terrorists attack Borno military base, captured soldiers. And a lot of things happening in this country. You just keep wondering sometimes if we have leaders. Nobody, this thing will happen now. Nobody will come out to talk. Oh. Even the media houses will not even capture it, at least to create awareness of what is happening. Now, look at this video critically. You see, this is an helicopter. These are fighters. These are terrorist fighters. You can see some of them carrying their gun. And you will see an helicopter. This helicopter is just going up now. You can imagine. It came down here. I don't know whether it came to drop something for them, but you can see it flying up. You see, it just took off from there where those fighters were. So we don't even know. Tell me how the Nigerian authorities will not have intelligence on this kind of movements happening. You see, tell me how we don't have intelligence on this kind of things. I think it is time for us to like be a little bit patriotic, you know, when it comes to leadership in this country, because we can't just continue this way and wasting the lives of, you know, some of our military men who are volunteer. It's not even easy now to find people who are willing to join the military, not to talk of losing the ones you have. Now, this is Tuji. You must have heard about Tuji. This headline, you can see, is 3 hours ago. It's coming from The Guardian, Nigeria. And it says, bandit leader Bello Tuji has ordered 5,000 residents from more than a dozen rural communities in Sokoto State to flee their homes. You see, this is what they do. They will tell them to vacate. Recently, there was this headline in Sokoto State, they asked all the Hausas to leave. If you are an Hausa-speaking person, vacate. It's now for the Fulanis. Can you imagine? So this is some of the things that Nnamdi Kanu was saying in some of his videos, that the Hausas don't have say again in the north when they are the original owners. Because a typical Hausa man is a nice person, a welcoming person, accommodating and all that. Today, they don't have a voice anymore because they welcomed strangers in those days because they have the same religion. And now these people that came in, they've overtaken the environment. You don't hear about the Hausas again. It's just the Fulanis are now the owners of the north. So you can imagine, why is it that the Nigerian military has not been able to capture this Bello Tuji? I watched the CDS. He said he's operating underground. They cannot catch him. The misplaced priority in this country is really much, because you see the presence of the military from here to here in the southeast is a checkpoint. From here to here in the southeast is a checkpoint. They said they are looking for people who are supporters of IPOB. And then you leave these people to begin to groom. Tomorrow now you hear that they have gotten pardon. Bello Tuji has been pardoned, and he will be let go. Because recently, we know this one that Tinubu came in, the Kaduna state governor granted pardon to bandits. This one is not even Boko Haram fighters, bandits. And he said they are working with the government of the day, the Tinubu's government, to give them rehabilitation. That's bandits. So I don't mean the Boko Haram people that we know that have been getting pardon. This one is bandits. They also got pardon. So honestly, you cannot just be playing with This kind of people, in the name of you are doing them a favor. Now, this headline is from Sahara Reporters, and it says terrorists have overrun 14 villages in Benue. Gwa West, Naka could be the next displaced residents. So you can see this is also in Benue State. It's not even the military base that we are talking about. So on all fronts, these people are in Nigeria just trying to kind of Islamize this country at all costs. So this is the one that happened today, the one we are just talking about. Boko Haram invades another military base in Borno State. In Borno, captures and kills soldiers. That's buying soldiers. So you can see what we are saying. It is all over the places on the social media. So I just hope that the Nigerian military will sit up to its responsibility. This is like 4 hours ago. And, you know, it's really so sad that the military people who have, you know, so just dedicated their lives to fighting for this country are the ones that are being messed up. And this is from Nigeria Stories. Breaking news. Suspected Boko Haram terrorists launch an attack on a Nigerian army base in Mate local government area of Borno State, resulting in casualty and the capture of many soldiers. I'm just wondering if they really took some soldiers away, then they are going to use those ones to, like, you know, teach them lesson. Let's take a look at some of the reactions coming from Nigerians from this post. I just want to share it in a way that it will be easy for you to read along. Honestly, the Nigerian military have to really sit up. You cannot go and ask these ones to join the Nigerian military and you will not help them to fight this battle. Give them training, give them the right equipment, give them the right kind of training for them to be able to withstand. Since we have heard that Boko Haram is well sophisticatedly, you know, armed this time around, and the Nigerian military is not, they are taking advantage of that. Oh my God, they will just invade a military base, buy people, capture some, you know, just do whatever they want, take away weapons and all that. I think this is much. The Nigerian government have to sit up. They have to sit up. This country cannot fall into the wrong hands. So let's take a look at some of these reactions. I hope you can see it clearly. I'm just trying to expand it. This person said, this country is already hard. Why make it difficult for others to live? At the end, they will still give you guys employment. This one is saying this attack and wanton killings are becoming daily occurrence. APC government is failing to discharge the primary responsibility of government, security and protection of life and properties. The northern Nigeria is like a war zone, yet no state of emergency is declared therein. The more you look, the less you see. God, it's really so sad. And because of the urgency of the need of security agents, you know, I don't even know if they give them enough training. They will just train them and give them gun. That's my own take, and give them gun and they will go to fight battles that they've not been into before. I think there's need for more good training for these guys, and also intelligence cannot be overemphasized, honestly. Now, this person say, please stop the marketing Nigeria. Nigeria is the safest country in Africa. I know that he must be speaking in irony. And this other person say, oh, wait, they captured the soldiers. They didn't buy them yet. Oh, okay. The capturing itself, for me, is even the worst, because they might make them to undergo all kinds of things. Honestly, this person is saying lazy army. You can't call them lazy army. I believe they are putting in their best, but they don't have enough weapons, enough weapons to withstand the challenge. And this other person says, small time they will do a video clip where they are slaughtering soldiers. You know, tomorrow they will say that they have 2,000 slots for Southeast. Okay, this person is saying that tomorrow now you see these terrorists now, they will make videos showcasing their victims, and the Nigerian military will go and be hunting for more people to bring into the military. So I just hope that the Nigerian army should just understand that intelligence is needed. And like the lawmaker has said it, that They should bring in machineries, please. If we cannot fight this battle, let's not claim we can. Bring in assistance. Let's bring in people that can help. We need to end insecurity. All those benefiting from insecurity in Nigeria, it is time to hands up. Enough of this. Enough of this. We can't even talk about the progress of this country with this kind of challenge. We cannot move an inch with this kind of challenge, insecurity. Who is coming to invest in a Nigeria that is not secure? Even Nigerians living abroad are scared. Okay, there's this video I'm going to show you now. Let me just read this comment, and I'm going to show that video to you. A woman that came from Germany with her foreign husband, what she experienced at the hands of the Nigerian police, that will even shock you. People are scared of coming to Nigeria because of all these challenges, you know. So this person said, and they are complaining that Nigerian youths don't want to join the army. If now you go join the army with this kind of killing military news every day, and this is the fact, honestly. If now you, will you encourage anybody that you know, be it your whatever, to join the Nigerian military with all this spying? There are a lot of reactions coming up there, but I don't know. This is Metawale. You know, he's the minister. I think the minister of is it minister of security. He has a position in Tinubu's government. But see what the CSO is writing here. He's saying that CSO to EFCC probe Metawale like other governors. You know, he has an EFCC case, but because he's working under Tinubu, the EFCC has off their eyes on him. You know, he is, you know, all the banditry and all the things that happened in his state, Zamfara state, all those stuff, together with the allegation coming from EFCC that he has questions to answer. Now, because he's under Tinubu, his sins have been forgiven. So, guys, a whole lot is happening in this country, and these politicians, they are not even making life easy for us. Now, this guy is from Ebonyi State. He was spied, you know, he was spied. His body has also been buried in the north there. I think this news was out, I think yesterday. I saw it somewhere, and sorry, I missed out on that. Let me try to get, okay. Now, I'm just trying to widen this a bit. It says that the remains of Akachukwunwite, a native of Oshiri, Ugweze in Ebonyi State, who joined the Nigerian military a few years ago, has been laid to rest at the military cemetery in Maiduguri, Borno State, after he was spied by Boko Haram terrorist sect. So, you see, a very young, promising boy who wants to show his patriotism for the country by joining the Nigerian military. He was spied by these Boko Haram people, and tomorrow they will tell us that they've repented and they've been granted pardon. This is coming from Daily Post. It is the same news of, you know, Boko Haram members. It's the same news. You can see it there. It says Boko Haram invades another military base in Borno, captures, kills soldiers. So that is it, guys. It's really heartbreaking, you know, looking at the way Nigeria is losing its military young men because of, you know, just some simple things that are supposed to be put in place. Simple things. It will shock you that it's just one little thing that will be done and all these things will be fixed, especially scrutinizing who is being enrolled into the military. Because some of these Boko Haram people, they will come now, they will hire them that after they've handled gun before, they should come and join. And when they join, they will be the ones giving information out there, you know, and all these things will be happening. It's really so sad that we are still experiencing this in 21st century. I must tell you that I don't think if there's any country in the world that is still experiencing what Nigeria is experiencing in terms of insecurity. I mean, even Pakistan, them, Afghanistan, all those countries used to hear about. I can't remember any of them going through what. Do you know how many of these terrorist groups are operating in Nigeria? Do you know how many? That alone should scare someone. And then the way they are spreading all over the places. Look at both the headers now. They are everywhere kidnapping Nigerians. You are traveling on the road, you are not safe. Somebody made a video yesterday. He said someone went out to buy fufu to eat with his family. A man, he didn't come out. Before you know it, he was kidnapped by a Fulani herdsman. So it's now like the whole country has been captured. I don't know what Tinubu is waiting for. He doesn't want to provoke the Fulani headsmen so that they will vote for him, because you've not heard him make any statement. Have you seen any APC member condemning Fulani attacks on Nigerian? It's difficult. You don't see them. Just for political gain, they are enjoying it so that they don't want to say anything, and tomorrow they not to say, you criticize us, we will not vote for you. No, they are just keeping mum, then that's not leadership. You have to be a leader at all times. So guys, I'm going to just play this video of this woman who came from Germany and had some buzz with the Nigerian police. And is at it again. A Nigerian woman living in Germany visited Nigeria with her foreign husband for the first time. Her experience at the hands of the Nigerian police will leave you in shock. So guys, the security agents don't even bother how they paint this country black. I mean, you need to listen to the story of this woman. This is the first time she brought her husband to Nigeria, and the experience will leave you in shock. Now take a look.
I beg, I won't ask how I take the survive for this country. I came from Germany with my husband, a Ghanaian German, for the first time of him being in Nigeria. We went to village, we had some celebration. After everything, while going back to Lagos, we encountered some policemen. Those are policemen, right? Or are they army?
No,
they are policemen, right? Mopo men. Yeah. The car we are traveling back to Lagos with is a family car and filled with family members. These are not. This is not a passenger car. It's a family car filled. So they said they are doing search and stop. Stop and search rather. So when they stopped us, they asked us to open our luggages, of which we did. They searched everything. They searched our luggages thoroughly, and they did not find anything incriminating. Of course, we're not criminals. We're just normal human beings. While they were searching, they found his wallet. They opened it and found out that he's not from Nigeria. They saw these clothes. This clothes I'm showing you here on the screen. They said it's an army uniform, but these are normal clothes we wear in Germany. And I did not know that he came back with this clothes. But when I found out that he came with the clothes, I told him that people are not allowed to wear this kind of clothes here in Nigeria, of which he did not also wear them. He obeyed what I told him. According to our standard here in Nigeria, ordinary civilians are not allowed to wear army uniforms. And he obeyed. He did not even wear them, not even once. And these policemen found this clothes in his luggage while they were searching. And then they found his wallet, opened it, found out that he's not a Nigerian. They asked him to follow them. They said he should be the only one that will follow them. Being that he's a foreigner, this is his first time to be in Nigeria, I declined. I said, no, I must go with them. I don't want him to go with them alone. I said I will go with them. So they started making problem. It was a sunny day. The heat was too much, so he was sweating. He reached out to get a tissue to clean his sweat. My daughter gave him tissue to clean his sweat. While he was cleaning his sweat, a police officer came. 2 police officers came, held him by his neck, and one was forcing the tissue he was using to clean his sweat into his mouth. And he was shouting, he was swallowing drug, he's swallowing drug, he's swallowing drug. I was like, what is happening? Wait a minute, what is going on? What am I seeing? A man, they were interrogating him on a heat, on a sunny weather. He was sweating. He reached out for tissue to clean up his face. While cleaning up his face, 2 policemen held him by his neck, and one was forcing down the tissue he was using to clean his head, to clean his sweat, into his mouth by force. And he was shouting that he was trying to swallow a drug. Drug from where? They held him by his neck and was forcing down the tissue he was using to clean his sweat into his mouth by force, and shouting drug, he was swallowing drug. I mean, is this, and they inflicted a lot of injuries on him. Is this how Nigerian police behave? Why are they giving criminals gun to be guarding normal people who are not even criminals? How can criminals be guarding normal people? All the policemen on uniform here in Nigeria, they are all criminals. What is going on? What is happening in Nigeria? I don't get it. Is this how these people behave? I bet none of me share this video. Very dark man. A Ghanaian German who visited Nigeria for the first time. He was beaten up, interrogated. Look at his face. Look at his face. They held him by the neck. They nearly pied him. How can this man follow me to Nigeria again in his life? How can he be bold to be like, baby, I want to follow you to Nigeria to go and visit your people? Can he ever do it again? I bet no, let me share this video. This is embarrassing. I'm so ashamed to be a Nigerian.
Good morning, my name is Harrison Gwamnishu. Yesterday morning, a woman, the husband and children were going to church, early morning yesterday, and then they encounter Operation Sweep, that was formerly Delta Hawk. You remember last week I posted about Delta Operation Sweep, what he did in Abo, how they brutalized what's it called, a man and his brother, and took them to the barrack or wherever their office, brutalized them, and then robbed them of 500,000 naira. That case is still on now in Agbo. That case is still on now currently. Yesterday they did this one to this young man. Look at it. Now, with the high rate of kidnapping in our communities, we expect the Operation Sweep to go to the bush and sweep these criminals away. But they've never one day sweep anything. They've never. Nothing where they don't sweep. Nothing. This team, Operation Sweep, was set up to pursue these kidnappers. So that's their job. After the NSAS protest, Delta Hawk was set up by the former governor Okowa, to respond to violent crimes. They have an SOP, standard operating procedure. Not because they mount checkpoint for they harass boys, they harass families. That's not their job. Now they have office. Now look at this is their job, so that every Delta will know their job. They have office. In this office, they're supposed to work with vigilante, civil defense, police, and military. But now they don't even pursue vigilante come for their office. They don't pursue them. They know they work with vigilante again. Now, if there's any incident, any crime going on in Ogwashuku or Asaba or Ibuzo, they have a call line. You will just call them directly. They move to that scene, swim immediately. You understand? Or they can even park along the road, park somewhere, and be monitoring the place. Just park so that they can be able to respond to emergencies easily. You understand? So, but you go see that now they check vehicle paper. They search. Yes, search is good though. But when it concern vehicle paper, okay, fine. Even though you are checking vehicle paper, you understand? Is that the reason why I have to collect money from people? Is that your job? This unit now is headed by one retired and tired a man who is tired, visionless. That's the DG security. Nothing. He has been on this position since former governor they sit till now. They never see change him. He don't tire. He don't know what he want to do again. He was with us last time in House of Assembly. What he want to talk, what he want to do, nothing. So Deltans, please help us to beg our government. This Operation Sweep is becoming a problem to us. Big problem.
So guys, I don't know what you make of the Nigerian police and the way they handle Nigerians. I mean, most of these things today are being captured on video, so it's not as if they are any more secret, But I'm just wondering if the Nigerian police as a security agency has taught it as in right to start giving their personnel, some level of training on how to manage today's world. Because most of these things they do, they are being captured on videos, and the internet never forgets. That you met somebody and you think the person has faulted you people's rules or regulation that people shouldn't wear your camouflage, and you cannot even treat that person respectfully. This is not even a Nigerian. as in just accord him some level of respect, some level of understanding and professionalism. All these are off the table for the Nigerian police. The way they've been operating in the 60s and the same way they're operating today. You know, they will tell you, I'll buy you, nobody will ask. I'll buy you, nothing will happen. And the way they just sold this country for nothing, because the government itself is not even working hard on giving these policemen some level of training. So guys, that was the experience of these people. You've seen the Nigeria of today. They channel their anger on the citizens, their frustrations on Nigerians, and they cannot go into the bushes to flush out the headers. Let's just start with the headers, not even the Boko Haram, you know. Let's just start with the headers. Let them go to the forest where the headers have their camps. They kidnap their victims and travel to far. Like 2-3 weeks ago, students from Port Harcourt were coming to the southwest. They were invaded, as in they were stopped on the road and their vehicles were stopped. They were taken into the bushes, the occupants. Only one person that sustained injury was left behind because they had to first of all use bullets to like make the vehicle become useless. You know, they took all their victims, entered the bush. See, today we don't even know the whereabouts of those students. We don't know. Recently, there was a video on Twitter where these Fulanis, you see them on camouflage. This one, the Nigerian military is bragging that somebody is wearing their camouflage. These headers, these Fulanis, you see them wearing this camouflage, and we have not seen these security agencies, you know, or security agents parading any of them for that. So I don't know why they are just, you know, directing their anger on Nigerians instead of taking their anger on all these bad guys occupying the bushes. And now that we have this challenge of Boko Haram invading, Borno State has really suffered recently. They've suffered a lot, and their governor came out to cry out, and you know, the Tinubu government, those of them in that Tinubu's will I call it cabinet or what, they shut him down, that he's painting the wrong picture because they don't want him to be telling the truth. And since then, nothing is being done. You see, we are losing more soldiers almost like on a daily basis. It's not even easy to fight this Boko Haram, and these people are not getting enough pay. You must have heard how much the Nigerian military take home. They don't have enough. Some of them can't even afford going to see their family and having enough change to stay with. Some of them have not gone to see their families for a long time. So, and only for you to hear that your son was just massacred in this way. It's really so sad the way things are going in this country. So, guys, I'm going to end it at this point. Thank you for joining me. If you don't mind, give this video a like so that YouTube can show it also to more people to watch, and also subscribe to the channel for more updates. And let's meet some other time. Thank you very much for joining me, and God bless you. Bye.